I was born in California, and my culture growing up on the West Coast is a little bit different than my father's culture growing up in Buffalo, New York.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mullen, and what does culture mean to me? Culture is not just the color of your skin. It's not just the country that you came from. It's everything that makes you you.
Being able to see the way different people live in different places, how people celebrate life in other countries.
Culture to me means recognizing, accepting, and embracing traditions that have been passed down from one generation to the next.
Hello, I'm Leslie Flaviano. I teach 6th grade social studies here, and I'm going to talk about Norway.
Hola, I'm Señora Isabel and I teach Spanish in 8th grade. I'm originally from Peru in South America, but I came to the U.S. when I was 18 to go to college.
When I think of culture and how I identify with it and how it has shaped my life and shaped me into the person that I am today, I don't identify so much with a country, but with the word the country.
All right, culture has shaped me in many different ways. My culture, as far as where I'm from, my family is Irish and German. Actually, I had family that I was able to meet in Northern Ireland recently. Another culture that I had, or culture experience, was I grew up in South Texas in a real small town with less than 1,000 people in the whole town. And so a small town out in the country definitely has its own culture.
Culture is very important to me. My family is a first-generation American family, or I'm a first-generation American. My family did immigrate from Cuba. So culture to me is a way for us to hold on to what has historically made my family who they are, yet also bring in this new culture from a new land and integrate that into our homes.
What does culture mean to me? Culture to me is the heritage of being black, being proud of where you come from. In our culture, on Juneteenth, we celebrate being free. Texas was one of the last states.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Wade, and my family comes from Lithuania. My mother was a Lithuanian immigrant, and my father's parents were. What my culture means to me. As a child of immigrants, there's a lot of things that have kind of shaped me as a person.
A lot of the choices that I make come from my culture. In my family, it was always a big deal also to serve others and to do the best that you can for other people. We did food drives, or handed out socks and hats to the homeless, or took care of animals in animal shelters, or any other kind of service organization that we could be part of. That was a big thing for our family. I think that a lot of the choices and decisions that I make are based on the ideals that I was raised with.
It has made me be more accepting of diversity, embrace my students, and I see the world in a completely different way. I love to travel, and as I go and travel, I see the influences that that each culture has on the world. We behave differently, and we respect one another more when we're more diversified.
I think I'm more receptive to different people and backgrounds, and so I'm very adaptable, I guess, to different situations.
Growing up on a small family farm in West Central Indiana that's been in my family for over 150 years really has taught me a lot of things concerning work ethic, moral character, and independence. I like to think I'm a hard worker because this was instilled by watching my parents try to provide for us, but also because maintaining a farm is hard year-round work.
There's positives and negatives, but some of the positives of our culture is we love and support each other, but some of the negatives is we're very loud as a family, and we love to get loud and talk loud as a family and a unity. So culture, learning that, sometimes I go to other cultures and they're not always like me, so I have to learn how to adapt to those cultures as well. but it's a fun experience all the way around.
And that helped shape me and influence me. It was very friendly, very welcoming, very open. You always helped other people out, whether it was working out baling hay or in school or wherever it was. So that definitely was a culture that affected me.
My father's family also lived through the Depression, and also, my mom also as an immigrant came with, they escaped her country during World War II, so she literally came with just the clothes on her back. Things were very tight, and thus I became very frugal. I would often repair and try to reuse or whatever.
Adios.